Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be doing episode number 40 of I Build Your Team series, where we love your squads and the best teams possible for my team showdown or whatever you might be playing. It is actually episode number 39. I am bad at counting, apparently. I forgot. So, point being, we have ourselves another episode. Hopefully we're gonna be able to rate some teams, help some people's squads out. And with that being said, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's not waste any time. Danny Granger, Terry Dishinger, and Michael Beasley are the only sellable cards on this team. He's got 1.1 million MT. He's got two unsellable point guards that I like a lot in J-Kid and Shea. B-Roy and Brewer isn't bad. Granger and Terry is okay. Tim Duncan and Joakim Noah, as well as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and David Robinson. Honestly, I like this squad, but I think since your small forwards are sellable, you should just upgrade them. Get Luol Deng and Andre Karolinko. If you want to pay a little more, maybe get you Michael Beasley and one of those two guys. Like, either way, that's the spot to upgrade the most in this team. It absolutely is. Other than that, I really don't think you got to change much, to be totally honest. Like, eventually you can save and keep on working towards another bigger upgrade. But I mean, you have 400,000 VC as well. You're in a good spot. I think you sell your small forwards, you replace them, and after that, you're in a really nice spot with your team, honestly. Second team today comes in from Truly. He's got 1.1 million MT, has no idea what to do. So I'm looking at this squad. I don't love LaMelo as a backup point guard. You don't have a lot of scoring off your bench at all. I also don't think Josh Smith and Jason Tatum should both be on the court. I think Tatum should be gone. I'd put Josh Smith here. I'd replace LaMelo Ball if at all possible. In fact, you need a power forward as well. You could get an affordable power forward like Andrea Bargnani or Alperen Şengün, or somebody even cheaper than that, like a Dino Raja or something along those lines. Miles Turner could be an option as well. That's probably what I would do for power forward. Get one of those guys, depending on how much you want to pay. Put Josh Smith backup shooting guard, and then I almost want to find a way to get Oscar on your bench with LaMelo, or honestly, instead of just get Manu. That'll work. Run Oscar and Manu, and then make sure you pick up that pink, or I guess you could leave LaMelo in your last three, or you could pick up that Diamond Banton. Either way, you could do that, and then you have a guy with some size in your last three, so you have an option. But Oscar and Manu should probably be your point guards, in my opinion, as well as Josh Smith at small forward, and then one of those power forwards I named, and I think at that point you're looking a lot better, personally. JZA, 180,000 MT. Should he sell anyone? You don't have very many guys to sell, really. You only have Wimby, Josh Smith, and D-Rob. And to be totally honest, I would sell Josh Smith. I don't know about the rest of it. I think this team needs scoring, dude. It really does. And you need a point. Well, first of all, you need Delano Banton to be your backup point guard. He's much better than John Wall. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is you probably sell Josh Smith, start Morrison, and bring Pink Diamond Beasley off the bench to give you some shot creation off the bench, because Tim Duncan can be a scorer off. I mean, your starting lineup, honestly, Morrison, if he's starting, can be too. Kawhi's really good, and then Magic gives you that size defense. So realistically, for right now, I think you get Pink Diamond Beasley, hopefully get one with some extra badges, like extra D badges. You get that Delano Banton card. And I think from there, you kind of rock out. That feels like the best way to make small upgrades without spending a lot of MT, and then you still have MT saved. Really more MT than you had right now, honestly, after selling Josh Smith and buying Banton and Beasley, that you will have flexibility going forwards for other drops as well. Next team is from Ka. He's got 5.8 million MT. 5.8 mil is a heck of a lot of MT. I feel like with 5.8 mil, I probably wouldn't be running Joakim Noah as my backup center. In fact, I don't think I'd be running Pink Diamond Wimby sellable as my starting center either. I think I'd be running Galaxy Opal Wimby. Sell that Pink Diamond and get yourself a Super Galaxy Opal Wimby. You can afford it. You won't regret it. Probably realistically going to have to pick between Joakim Brewer or running like Giannis at power forward. Either way, up to you. You can run Ron and Giannis, or you can run Corey Joakim, up to you. I don't mind either one of those choices. You could also put Giannis the 3 if you wanted to, and take Josh Smith into your last 3. Multiple options there. But either way, your backup power center also needs to be replaced, and realistically, I would replace it with either a Chet, a Sar, or a Kareem, depending on how much MT you're willing to spend. I feel like those are going to be your best options overall, though, pretty easily. And then backup point guard is also going to need to be replaced for sure on this team. Oh, I already said that. No, I didn't actually. I don't think I suggested a point guard. The honest truth is, besides the most expensive point guards in the game, like Shea and MJ, I just think you might as well get a Manu Ginobili or a Stephon Castle, or even like a Delano Banton as a filler. Even with how much MT you have, just wait till there's that point guard that's really worth spending the MT on. That's my thoughts. Steven's got 150,000 MT, says Holiday is sellable. you will benefit dramatically from getting Tim Duncan, whether you have the Pro Pass or not, which doesn't look like you do, but you will benefit dramatically from getting Tim Duncan. So hopefully you can get him. He could be your starting power forward. Moses could be your backup power forward. You kind of need centers, but for now, I guess Kalel and Whiteside can hold it down. Drew Holiday's got to probably be sold with 150K. I just think you should realistically running Dyson and Banton as your 2 point guards. You could buy both of them, sell Drew, and still have probably over 200,000 MT left. So I think you got great flexibility still realistically. And honestly, I don't feel like this is a bad squad. I mean, it's not a great team by any means, but it's a good budget team. And if you get Banton and Dyson, you got more point guard size. You got some scoring with Nick Young and Caspi. Maybe you look into a pink down Michael Beasley as a small forward upgrade, or a Galaxy Open Anton Jameson. Maybe you look into a big man like a Roy Hibbert or an Andrea Bargnani or a Miles Turner or something. Like even a Dino Raja could be an option as well if you want to play him at center. That's kind of my thoughts though. And I think you work from there at that point, realistically. Last team is from XOP Goat. It says Paulo's got like 25 hops. He's running a Diamond Paulo. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. At this point in the year, I would definitely not be running Diamond Paulo. Like no chance at all. I'd run Diamond Paulo. I realistically think you could probably just put Robert Covington, your backup small forward, and your bench is, well, this team kind of needs a rework. I like Magic and Banton as your point guards, but Grant Hills, Jay Rich, I don't love. Roko's good, but Paulo at this point, even with Hoffs, no. Tim Duncan's good. You don't have to pro pass. It's fine. 100 overall. Tim's still really good. Dino's really good as well, but I'd run him as your backup power forward. And like at that point, you need 2 centers. Maybe you do keep Dino as one of them, or maybe you just keep Eddie Curry as one of them. Like off the bench, you go Dino, Eddie Curry off the bench, which is probably what I would do. And then I'd buy a center, but which center to buy is up to you. I think realistically, a guy like Bargnani could be a good option. Roy Hibbert obviously could be a really good option size wise, but I think you need a new center one way or another for sure. And you need a couple of shooting guards. The problem with the shooting guards is there's only one that's like super. You know what? This team, a really good Pink Diamond Dr. J would help a lot. I think that would be one guy who you could pick up who'd be a big upgrade at shooting guard. Off the bench, if you want to run Grant Hill, that's fine. You run Dr. J and Grant Hill as your shooting guards. I think that's good. And then Roko's your backup small forward, which puts you needing a small forward as well. And maybe you go a... I wish Luol Deng or Andre Karolinka were a little more inexpensive so I could recommend them. Again, I almost think Beasley's the option because I feel like you need the scoring. Pick down Beasley with a fast jumper. You can come off the bench and be a primary scorer if you need him to be. He can start and be amazing off the ball. He can kind of do whatever you need him to do on the offensive end of the court, and he's not hard to find badged. If you can get him badged with defensive badges, again, that feels like the right guy to fill out the team at the small forward position with the amount of MT you have without spending all of your MT. So, with that being said, that is the final squad for this video. Hopefully some helpful suggestions for y'all out there as always. Sorry for this episode being one day late. I kind of forgot about it on Wednesday, which is my bad. I'm recording this really early Thursday morning, so my mistake. But we got y'all an episode. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.